I'm about to piss some people off with this one, but it needs to be said. Okay, because a lot of foreigners actually come here in the Philippines thinking that every Filipino women are sweet, innocent, and loyal. And don't get me wrong, okay? There are plenty of amazing, beautiful, and genuine women here. But there's also a dark side that you guys need to know. Because there are some Filipinas actually play mind games with you, especially to the foreigners, to get what they want from you. Whether it's money, security, attention, or even just the upper hand. So if you don't know what these mind games are, then you're gonna fall right into the trap. And you guys really need to know these mind games before you end up being broke, heartbroken, or trapped in something that you cannot escape here in the Philippines. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I am going to talk about the 10 darkest mind games that Filipinos use to manipulate foreigners. And trust me, you are definitely going to watch this video so that you guys can avoid being manipulated and definitely being fooled. The first mind game that Filipinos actually use to manipulate foreigners is the guilt trip. Okay, so actually this one is sneaky because it hits you right into your heart. You know, so there are some Filipinas that will say things like, I did not eat today because I had no money, or you don't really love me if you can't help me, or maybe you actually don't love me because you are not helping me or giving me all these things like other Filipino and foreigner couple. Now, as a foreigners, you guys are naturally, feel guilty. You would feel guilty about it, right? And some Filipinas actually know that you come from a place where you usually have more than we Filipinos do. So that guilt trip is actually designed to make you feel like a bad person if you don't give her what she wants. Honestly, I've seen a lot of foreigners that send hundreds or even thousands of pesos because they couldn't handle that guilt. Here's the thing. You are not her father, okay? You're not her bank. You're not her ATM machine. And definitely, you are not even related to her, especially if you guys haven't met in person. And if she only loves you because of your wallet or because of the things that you can give her, then I guess that's not love at all. That's transactional. Okay, so the second one is the silent treatment or tampo. So actually, this is a Filipino concept that refers to a silent withdrawal or affection or cheerfulness in response to hurt your feelings or unmet expectations. And this is also called sulking or cold shoulder. Tampo means, or the sulking is a mild passive way of expressing displeasure or annoyance, and with the expectation that the person who caused the hurt will actually make amends, often through a gesture of affection called lambing. This one, guys, is one of the oldest tricks in the book because a Filipino will suddenly stop replying to your messages and then will leave you unread. She's gonna act cold and distant from you as well. So what happens next? Well, you're gonna start panicking and you start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Did I upset her? And that anxiety, guys, will make you chase her harder. And suddenly, she's the one in control over you. There are some Filipino girls actually do this on purpose to keep you in a state of confusion. And let me tell you guys, unfortunately, it works all the time. Because most guys actually hate silence. Usually men in general wants to fix things right away, wants peace and avoid drama. So with this one, you end up overcompensating her, like giving her more attention, more gifts, or more reassurance, just like exactly what she wanted. Alright, so the number 3 is the jealousy play. Alright, so actually this is really, really true, and this is very funny because a Filipino will casually mention another guy, like texting her or interacts with her, and then sometimes she'll post a picture with another man on her Facebook, knowing fully well that you are there watching her story or her Facebook post. And maybe she flirts with someone in front of you. Well, just a little, just enough to make you jealous or pissed. Why does she do this though? Because for her, she thinks that jealousy is very powerful and it makes you insecure and it makes you want to step up your game and want to impress her even more, and then you start giving her more attention, even like more money, more promises, just to prove yourself to her. And yes, that's the trap, because you are no longer acting naturally with her, because you are just acting out of fear of losing her, because you feel like you are being incompetent with another man. Again, if you guys are looking for a very beautiful and genuine, loving, caring, thoughtful, and traditional Filipina online, you might want to check out the link on my bio or click the link on my description box below, which is Christian Filipina, and that's going to be the life-changing for you to find a Filipina here in the Philippines. So the number 4 is the emergency card. Alright, so actually this one gets so many foreigners because out of nowhere, your Filipina will have a family crisis. Like her mom is sick, or cousin is in the hospital, little sister and siblings needs help, electricity is about to get cut off, or any kind of emergencies, you know. And listen guys, sometimes emergencies are real, but other times it actually not real and it's just a made up story, you know. Some Filipinos actually know that Western guys have a very soft heart for this kind of stuff or for this kind of situation. So you are gonna feel like you're a hero swooping in to save her day, and once you do it once, guess what? You will be expected to keep doing it more, and she's gonna expect that from you. And honestly, I know a lot of guys who actually went broke sending a lot of money for emergencies that actually never really happened. The next one is the "I'm so loyal" speech. Okay, so there are Filipina actually will probably say that I'm not like other girls. You know, she's gonna have this kind of speech, guys. What she's gonna do is she will go out of her way to tell you how different she is, like how loyal she is, and how she would never ever cheat you. And she will say things like, I do not care about money. I just want love. I just want to be with you, and I don't care how much you make. You know, she's gonna say all this sugarcoating words to you, that things that you might want to hear from her. But sometimes that's just laying the groundwork, okay? The louder that she tries to convince you really, really hard that she is quite different from other Filipinas, then the more careful that you should be. So basically, it is just like overcompensating, because why does she keep bringing it up if it's true? Honestly, words are easy to say, but guys, you have to be mindful and watch out about her actions. Okay, so the next one is playing the victim. Alright, so actually a lot of Filipina will tell you stories about her toxic ex, about how men always mistreated her, or how she cannot trust men because of her past experiences before. And you, being the nice foreigner, the nice guy, you are probably gonna think that I will be the one to save her and I will show her what real love looks like. But guys, come on, wake up. Here's the reality that you need to know. Sometimes that whole sob story is just a bait. And the more you see her as a victim, the more that you will bend over backwards to heal her. Because that means you will excuse her bad behavior just because you think that, oh, she's been through so much. But the truth is, sometimes you're just her next chapter in the same story that she tells every foreigner. So the next one is the hot and cold switch. One day, a Filipina is blowing up your phone and she's telling you that she's missing you, she loves you, and sending you a lot of stuff like selfies. And then the next day, nothing. She's completely gone. She's cold, she's very distant from you, and just like she doesn't even care about you anymore. So the number 8 is future faking. So this is when she paints this very perfect picture of the future with you, and then probably she will say like, when are we gonna get married? We will live here, we will have this many kids, we will build our dream house and stuff like that. And yes, sounds very beautiful, right? But here's the dark side that you guys have to know. Sometimes she actually never plans all these things and she's just telling all these things that you want to hear. It's just words to get you emotionally invested to her. And once you believe in that delusion, You will do whatever it takes to make it happen. So what that means is you are gonna spend more, you will commit faster, you will overlook red flags just because you are in love with that idea of her and not the reality of her. So the number 9 is social media traps. So actually this one is very huge in the Philippines because everyone is on Facebook nowadays. So maybe your Filipino are probably gonna post like a vague statuses like, nobody really cares about me. I am single. Nobody loves me. Knowing that you actually there talking with her. Sometimes she's gonna post selfies to get likes from other people to make you jealous. Sometimes she will even add other foreigners just to see how you feel or just to see how you would react to that. So basically, social media becomes her stage and you are gonna be her audience. If you are not careful about this, then you will probably start playing right into her script. Okay, so the number 10 is the marriage rush. This is the darkest one, to be honest with you, because within the weeks, sometimes days, she's already talking about marriage and having kids with you. She wants you to meet her parents, she wants to have kids, she's already calling you her husband, or you guys are already exclusive. Why? Because the faster that you commit to her, the less time that you have to actually see her true colors. Honestly, some foreigners actually get engaged or even married within months being with that person, only to find out that later she was actually not really in love with you. She's really not in love with you. She's just with you because of the visa, the money, or the security that she can get from marrying you. And that's how traps actually works. Guys, you have to remember that there are a lot of incredible, loving, beautiful, loyal Filipino women that still exist nowadays. But you know what? There are also a lot of Filipinas who actually see foreigners as an opportunity, and they have mastered these games to get what they want from you by controlling you, by manipulating you, and by doing all this mind games. So what you're gonna do, guys, is just be careful and always, always, always trust but verify. Again, if you guys are looking for a very beautiful and genuine, loving, caring, thoughtful, and traditional Filipina online, you might want to check out the link on my bio or click the link on my description box below, which is Christian Filipina, and that's going to be the life-changing for you to find a Filipina here in the Philippines. Again, if you guys like my content, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and click the notification bell for more videos update. See you to my next video. Bye for now. Ingat!